story with the Weather Center. Ron, what you got going over there in the studio?
Well, it looks pretty, right?
Yeah.
It's not.
No.
It's not. It's an invasive species. You know, each year bird and other wildlife strikes to aircraft cause millions in damage, not only to the U.S. Civil but also military aviation. These strikes put lives at risk. Frankly, you can't put it any more simple. With us today is Cory Campora. He's the Natural Resources Manager for Navy Region Hawaii, and also Lieutenant Colonel Jeremy Hanson to talk about Earth Month and a native plant restoration project at Joint Base Pearl Harbor-Hickam that could save lives. Cory, just your thoughts. They look pretty, the invasive species. What do we have on the left? And this bugger, I know he's all about this, is mangrove, but these are not good plants.
That's correct. These two plants here on the left, these are not native to Hawaii. This is pickleweed. It grows in very thick mats over coastal mudflats and really prevents coastal Hawaiian birds like shorebirds and wading birds from using that habitat.
And this one here that we're focusing on, this is the mangrove.
This is the mangrove, yeah. It grows much taller, but it also forms a very dense network of branches and roots, and again prevents those coastal shorebirds and wading birds from utilizing that habitat.
Okay, and what we want to encourage is the native species where, how does this coincide with what's happening with our birds?
That's correct. So these are the two good plants that we sort of, once we remove these, we plant these in their place, they kind of displace these from growing back, and the native birds are able to coexist with these plants here.
Very nice. Lieutenant Colonel, I got to ask you, the safety aspects of this project, I mean, we talk about saving lives, that's safety.
Absolutely. And like you said earlier, that's $700 million worth of damage. It's a very expensive, very dangerous threat to all air operations, not just the military. So anything we can do to deconflict it, to move the threat away from active runways to these wetland rehabilitation areas is very beneficial to everybody.
So this partnership is crucial.
Yes, absolutely.
Cory, if you don't mind sharing with us, what's being done with Earth Day, and how specifically are you doing this? Because it takes a lot. If anybody tried to remove mangrove, it takes a lot of manpower, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears.
That's true. When the mangroves mature, tall stands, usually we have to contract that work out, but we get a lot of volunteers to pull pickleweed, which is not easy either. But if you have a lot of hands, you can get it done. And there's other events, sort of more about displays and activities centered around Earth Day at the Navy Exchange, at the Hickam Harbor, and at the Fleet Logistics Center. So we have some educational events, and we're going to be out in the field doing some weed pulling as well.
So the wildlife, now correct me, I'm confused here. These are growing close to our airfields. They don't want to sleep in these? They don't want to nest in these? What's happening?
Well, these really make the mudflat areas along the coast more accessible to the birds.
I see.
And we want to try to attract the birds to those areas.
Yeah, so away from our areas.
They don't always do what you want them to do,
True.
but that's the idea. So.
Well, we can give them a helping hand by providing the environment that they really want. Gentlemen, thank you very much for your work. And again, it's about saving aircraft, but it's also about saving lives, ultimately. Thank you, Cory. Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel. All right, coming up next, we have top headlines of the morning making news. Also, it is Thursday. That means a good doctor will be in the house who will answer your questions. Dr. Kalani Brady joining us in the 7 o'clock hour. The number to call, 591-4205. Dr. Brady joining us at about 7:20. And again at 7:50, give us a call.